No. No, I'm fine. But I really think that you ought to go check on Tina.
It looks like she's got a lot of people up there taking care of her. My place is right here with you, Kate.
Honey, I'm fine. Please, go see how she is.
I'll take the baby, Cord.
Okay.
Is the baby all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he is. It's just I never held a baby that was this light before. It's kind of light as air, you know?
Air and lungs and vocal cords. We were doing great.
Listen, not making a sound. Welcome to land, you little guy. Kind of like a miracle, you know? I thought that I had lost him. And now he's here, and I'm holding him, and it's just like magic, you know?
He's beautiful, Cord. He's a beautiful baby.
Yeah.
Cord.
Thank you, Judith. Okay, I'll be right back, all right?
I'll be here.
You better be. Listen, you girls, you are my wife, all right? And nothing is going to change that. You understand me? Nothing.
Go on.
Certainly, it's a beautiful baby. Of course, why wouldn't it be? Good bloodline. Tina and Cord are very attractive.
I just hope he takes after Cord and not that Tina.
Oh, Asa, I've had enough out of you. Come on, Pam. Let's go over to Judith. I'm sure she can use some help.
Sweetheart, don't you want to sit down?
Why does everybody think I'm upset? Just because I've been married less than a minute and my husband's first wife walks in with their child. It's just another day in the life of Kate Sanders. Kate Sanders Roberts.
Oh, Kate, I wanted to know that... Is there anything at all I can do?
Thanks, Pam. I don't really think anybody knows what to do.
Kate? If you want to get out of here, we could go to the anteroom.
No, Cindy, I really don't see any reason to run away. As long as my husband is here, my place is with him.
Okay, I know what I should do. I think that I should take this beautiful bundle from you so that you have two free hands.
Thank you, Wanda.
Beautiful. When you're baby. Okay, come on, beautiful. Oh, yeah. Wanda.
Thanks.
Okay. Oh, is he going to have stories to tell his grandchildren?
Maybe you should take her advice. The anteroom will be more comfortable.
No, Mom, I'm not leaving. I'm going to stay here until Cord checks on Tina. And then we'll leave together as planned.
How's she doing, Doreen? Is she going to be all right?
Yes, it appears that she fainted from exhaustion or stress or a combination of both.
How's the baby?
It's beautiful. I know, Vicky. Judith says that he looks pretty healthy. It's crazy. It's like I was in the middle of one beautiful dream, and I woke up, and all of a sudden I'm in the middle of another one. Is this really happening?
You bet it is. Tina is very real, and so is your baby.
Whatever Tina may have done, I have to say she has more life in her than 10 people I've ever known.
Oh, yes, ma'am. She's full of life, all right. More life than in the whole world.
What?
It's all right, Tina. I'm here. I'm here.
That face. Oh, wonderful face. That's what kept me going, just to see your face again. Honey, I'm back.
Miss Halpern?
Oh, Patsy. It's Lee, please.
Okay, Lee. Do you mind if I join you?
No, go right ahead.
Thank you.
giving our conversation a lot of thought.
Well, you know, I told you that Dinah Women is always looking for qualified recruits.
Well, I don't know how qualified I am, but I do have a lot of energy, and I'm a fast learner. Most of all, I'm hungry, and I'm free for the job, and I would give it everything it took.
Well, I'm sure you would. Look, why don't we consider this an interview, and I'll ask you a few questions.
Okay, shoot.
Okay, well, let's start with your last job. I think you mentioned you were an assistant to that private detective,
Jonathan Russell.
Right. Okay, well, why did you stop working for him?
It was a mutual decision.
The job just didn't agree with you?
No, I loved the job, and I loved working closely with John. But things just didn't work out.
Look, Cassie, I don't want to pry, but when I'm considering hiring someone, I have to know as much about them as I can. Now, if you didn't walk away from the job, what did you walk away from? Was it John Russell? Look, Cassie, there's nothing to be ashamed of. In my business, I have seen a lot of young women who have learned that love and business sometimes just don't mix.
I know. It was foolish. And I thought that my feelings for John would somehow make the job better.
And you thought if you worked together, then that would somehow bring you personally closer, right?
Instead, it only backfired and made everything impossible. I know, and I understand. I'm sure you've refused a job to plenty of lovesick fools like me.
Cassie, you are hardly a fool. No, as a matter of fact, it takes a very special person to realize that they've made a mistake and to learn by it. And I have a feeling you're a very special person, Cassie. The type that Dinah Women is looking for.
Cedric and I are feeling a little out of place. Would it be all right if we left?
Certainly, honey. That's all right. I understand. Just telling your father's got the lead story for the evening news.
A little more concerned about Vicky right at this moment. Having her sister come back out of nowhere just like that.
She'll be okay, Dad.
Yes, of course she will be. She'll be okay.
So, see you back at home?
Fine.
Okay.
Bye, Rick.
You're a lucky man. She's quite a young lady.
Yeah. Very lucky.
Brake says the ambulance is on the way. And John managed to get rid of the reporters, at least for the time being.
What this patient needs is a good rest and a nice, comfortable hospital bed.
Hospital, no.
Tina, please.
No, but I'm just fine.
Well, so is the baby, as far as we can gather. I must say, even for you, this is nothing short of a miracle.
It all seems just as impossible to believe, Tina. I think that maybe you could somehow survive, but the baby, too.
I guess the good Lord was watching out for both of us.
Given how often you've tried his divine patience, that's nothing short of a miracle in itself.
Honey, how did you take care of yourself and the baby? How did you find your way out of the jungle?
Indians?
Indians?
That must be the ambulance.
No, don't take me to the hospital,
Honey,
please.
calm down just a second. Be quiet, darling. Don't you think the Sanders should say something to their guests?
Good idea.
God, please, don't let him take me to the hospital, please.
I tell you what, honey, maybe you'd be more comfortable at Landfair, and then you and the baby can get some rest. We'll ask Larry to come over and take a look at her, and when you're ready, then you can tell us all about your rather incredible rescue.
All right. Thank you, Vicky. I'll go talk to the ambulance people.
Of course, it's up to you. But the way I see it, the reception ought to be postponed.
I agree with you, Clint. Mother, we can give Kate and Court another party at a better time.
If ever there is a better time. Charles, when I think of what Kate is going through,
I know. Would you mind doing the honors?
Of course not.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? I think it's pretty obvious that there's been an unexpected turn of events today, and the Sanders family has asked me to tell you that the reception has been temporarily postponed. But you can rest assured that we will celebrate this happy event at a better time. Thank you.
Kate, my car's outside. Let me take you home.
home? You can go back to your grandmother's if you'd like.
No, thank you both, but I'm not going anywhere. My husband's here, and he needs me.
I just want you to know that I'm relieved and thankful that you're all right.
Kate, really, you don't have to say it.
No, I mean it. I can't say that I'm wild about your timing, but you and the baby are alive, and you're home, and I want to welcome you back.
Thank you. Look, when I was down in the jungle, I kept looking forward to seeing all your guys' faces. And now that I do, I realize how much pain I'm causing. And, look, I'm sorry. You've got to believe me. I really didn't mean to spoil this for you. In fact, until I went to Court's apartment and saw the invitation, I really didn't know I was going to be coming between you and my husband.
Why don't I stay with Tina until the car comes, huh?
Thank you, Vicky. I'll be back, Tina. Katie, I knew I loved you until I heard what you said to Tina just now. I fell in love with you all over again.
If you're trying to make me feel better, it's working. But I don't need you right now. Somebody else does. Two people, in fact.
I am not going to leave you, Kate.
Look, I'm going to be okay, and I know that you will not be able to relax until Tina and the baby are taken care of. So why don't you go back to Landfair with them?
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
I promise you. As soon as I find out that they're both okay, I'll call.
Okay. Court.
Okay.
The last time I saw you,
And that was the custody trial. You know, I never thought I'd see you again. I don't know, Vicky. Maybe I should have just stayed dead. I think it would have been better for everybody.
don't ever, ever, ever say that again, honey. Ever. Look, an awful lot has happened around here to me, too, and I will tell you all about it at another time, but let me tell you one thing right now. The most precious thing we have is life. Your life, your baby's life. That's all that really matters now.
I know. And I can't believe that I have got a second chance.
I know the feeling.
But you know what? Now that I do have a second chance, I am going to prove to you. I'm going to prove to you that this time I have really changed, that I am not the same selfish, spoiled brat I was before. I mean, Vicky, I have new strength in me that I didn't even know was possible. And I have a wonderful baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, my baby. Where is he?
Don't worry about your baby. He's in the best hands possible, other than yours. That's pretty. Yeah. Oh, so tiny. Look at that. Oh, yes, yes.
It's almost as if she planned the whole thing.
Excuse me, but even Tina could not have orchestrated something like this.
Oh, no? She's made a shambles at my son's wedding. Take a good look, Dorian, and then tell me that she is not capable.
The fun's on the house.
No, thanks. Stay here all night. It's not going to bring Tina back. Sounds right. Nothing. You break a 20?
Sure.
questions. Just do what I say, all right?
What's going on?
I said, don't ask any questions. And you just take this money, you call the cops. I'll explain later. I'm going to give you two choices. One, you come quietly in one piece, or two, you play rough and end up in lots of little pieces. So you get your kicks up putting dead mice in punch bowls, huh? Man, I don't know what you're talking about. Get this guy off me. You can explain something to me. Who's paying you? You're a wacko, man. You know that? More time. Now, who paid you to sabotage the burning inn? Who wants to destroy Pam Buchanan's life?
Cassie, stop it. You are being too hard on yourself.
You are a very sympathetic listener, Lee, but you can't make excuses for the mistakes I've made.
Well, you tried to juggle love and business, and it didn't work out, but it might have.
Well, look what happened. I lost my job, and I lost John.
Well, you and John might have a future together if it's away from the office.
Believe me, I will never mix love and business again. You know, thank you, Lee. My self-confidence was at an all-time low. And you really helped me realize that maybe I didn't burn all my bridges. Maybe with a new job, I can start to work myself up to seeing John again.
Well, I'd like to help you out with that, Cassie. But first, we need a more formal interview, and also I need a resume from you.
All right.
Hi, Cassie.
Hi.
We missed you at the wedding.
Oh, how was it?
Eventful. Well, listen, Marilyn and I are about to have some coffee. You'd like to join us?
Mary Lynn, wasn't that the girl you were telling me about?
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. Lee Halpern, this is Rick Gardner.
How do you do?
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Do you know Marilyn?
Oh, no. Cassie was just telling me about her. I think you said her father was the news director at WVLE?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, look, I didn't mean to interrupt on your conversation. But there are quite a few, interesting happenings at the wedding. If you'd like to hear about it, Marilyn and I will be sitting right there. Well, that's the sheriff. It's on the powder room. Oh, Miss Hepburn, it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Okay, bye-bye.
See ya.
Well, he seems like a very nice young man.
Yeah, he is. Rick and Marilyn make a real sweet couple. Okay, Lee, about my resume. Lee?
What?
I will have my resume typed up and in your office. And if you need anything else from me, just let me know.
Okay, I'll do that, Cassie.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
I know it's hard to believe. Sometimes I can hardly believe it myself. But it happened.
You don't have to talk anymore, you know.
Vicky's right, Tina. You've had a big day, so's the baby. I think you need some sleep right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but I want you to know what happened.
Darling, you're here. So is the baby. That's all we need to know.
I have a question or two.
Honey.
I still don't understand how you managed to get out of the river, have the baby, and then make it back to civilization.
Look, Clint, you made it. That's all that really matters here.
It's all right. I can understand how Clint would be skeptical. And he's right. I should have been dead in that river, and I'm not because of the Indians. I'm sure I looked more dead than alive when they found me on that riverbank. But they were so kind and gentle. And then they found me, and they carried me off to their little settlement in the jungle.
You must have been scared to death, Tina.
Oh, I was. But mostly it was the fear of losing our child.
It's an absolute miracle that you didn't.
I'll say it's a miracle.
You say it was these Indians who helped you?
Yeah, it was mostly this one older woman. I remember her coming to see me, and she put her hand on my stomach, and then she listened to it, and she said something, I don't know what, and then she smiled at me. That's when I knew our baby was going to be all right, and I can't tell you how happy that made me.
That was only the beginning, though, wasn't it? I mean, you still had to go through the labor. That must have been an incredible ordeal out there in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, it was. When I think of the pain and the fear, well, my head starts swimming.
You don't have to talk about it, Tina.
I still don't understand how you handle the labor and then manage to get back here to civilization.
Well, I don't remember every single little detail. You see, the Indians, they say I had jungle fever. I was delirious.
No,
for days.
Tina, please, you're still weak. Clint, I think she's answered enough questions for today, okay?
I agree, and I think we're going to let you and the baby get some rest. Aren't we, honey?
Yeah, of course. There'll be plenty of time for asking questions later. Welcome home.
Thanks. Don't you want to kiss your grandson?
Your baby's so beautiful, just like you are. Welcome home, darling, to both of you.
Thank you. Well, Daddy, it's your turn now. Don't you want to kiss your son?
Tina, there's something I gotta do first before I ever... I know you're tired right now. But before more time passes, there's something I gotta say to you.
Sean? Father Walker.
Would you please give Catherine our love and our prayers?
Yes.
If today doesn't prove her love for Cordero, nothing ever will.
Beautiful. Yeah, they are. I mean, you and the whole ceremony. Yes, it was certainly unique, exciting. Your grandmother has put together a buffet for family members at her house. I would really like to wait here for Cord. Cord can meet you at your grandmother's. Cindy, would you mind? I would like a few minutes by myself. Then, you're the best maid of honor a girl could have. The honor was all mine.
Know how proud I am of you.
Wish everybody would stop thinking that I'm so damn noble.
But you know something, you are.
No, I'm not. I just keep reminding myself that Tina coming back doesn't change anything. I mean, Cord and I were married by a rabbi and a priest, no less. I mean, you can't get more official than that, can you? Oh, why are you looking at me like that? We are legally married, aren't we?
Honey, maybe Vicky's right. Maybe I am a little weaker than I thought.
This can't wait, Tina. Listen to me. First of all, I'm overjoyed that you and this little fella are alive. But something else happened today, Tina. Before you came by the chapel, I was in the process of...
Oh, honey, look, I realize how miserable your life must have been these past few months. I mean, really, seeing me go over the falls and thinking that the baby and I were both dead? Well, the pain must have been unbearable for you.
Yeah, Tina, it was
And I'm very grateful that you and Kate were friends and that she was here to help you, to help see you through all this.
Kate did more than help me, Tina. See, Kate and I, we started as friends, and it became something else. I don't know all the legal ins and outs of what's going on right here, but I want you to understand.
Oh, I do understand. I understand that I'm alive, and this baby is alive, and that we're all together, and that changes everything.
Tina, it's not...
Honey, here. Hold him. Hold your son. Honey, the only thing that got me through all those times in the jungle by myself was thinking of this moment when I'd be able to come back here and give you this symbol of our love. So hold him, Cord. Because he's yours. Keep you waiting.
Oh, that's all right. Cassie was here, but she didn't feel like joining us.
That's all right. I kind of like it just being the two of us.
Oh, yeah? Here, what's our seat?
Here you are. I have been looking all over.
I'm real busy, Marie. I'll try me later, huh?
Suit yourself. I just thought you might like to hear the biggest shocker of your life.
Man, what a way to end a wedding ceremony. It was incredible.
Life is incredible. Just when you think everything is set on a steady course, something comes along and sends everything reeling. You think I'm talking nonsense, don't you?
No, I admire the philosophical side of you.
Do you?
Yeah, well, we can't neglect the physical side of you either.
Rick Gardner, you'll do anything for a kiss.
Not anything. I won't beg. Unless I'm absolutely positive it'll work.
Max, this is not a joke. If you don't believe me, go to Lanfair. Tina is there, alive and well.
She's alive?
Yes.
I have to see this for myself. I gotta see it.
Oh, get out of here.
Max, there's something else I have to tell you.
I'll find out from Tina.
Don't you want to know his name?
His name, I never even thought of that.
Well, I named him Al. If that's all right with you.
Al, huh?
Yeah. Well, I know how much Al Roberts meant to you, and before you found out about Clinton and everything.
It's a perfect name, Tina. Thank you. How you like that handle, huh, little Al? That's something you can live with?
Such a grown-up name for such a little guy.
Yeah. But it's a perfect name for my son.
That's what he is. He's your son.
Yeah. Sorry about that, pal. Looks like you're stuck with me. Oh, don't cry. Oh, come on. Why don't you come over here and look how pretty you are, huh? That'll cheer you up. Yeah, you'll like that. You'll like that fine. Come here. How's that look? See? See them eyes? Got eyes just like your mommy.
So everything is going to be just fine. I can see that now. Oh, we're going to be so happy. We're going to be a real family. Just the three of us.
Mom, you are a lawyer. You know the law. Am I legally married to Cord? This has been an extraordinary series of events. We're going to have to examine all the legal questions before we know anything.
Mom, the only thought that has gotten me through the last hour is the thought that Cord and I are man and wife.
You pledged your love to each other. Nothing can change that.
Yes, Tina can change that. He can't be her husband and mine.
Katie, he pledged his love to you. He loves you. Don't let yourself forget that.
I am trying.
Katie, it's going to be all right.
It's supposed to be the happiest day of my life.
Katie.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. I thought you two were right behind us when we left the chapel.
We thought that you two needed some time alone with Tina and Cord.
Where are they? Upstairs in our bedroom with the baby. Cord should be with Kate now. She's his wife.
Asa, Cord thought Tina was dead. She showed up at his wedding with a baby in her arms. He can't very well ignore that.
He should. Tina's out to get a clause in Cordero, using the baby as a secret weapon.
Well, that is Cord's problem then, isn't it? I don't really think you should be prejudging Tina now.
Well, based on Tina's previous history of causing troubles, what other way could you possibly judge her?
She has been through a terrible ordeal, Asa.
She escaped almost certain death and had a baby in the middle of the Argentine jungle without any medical help.
Once a viper, always a viper. And that baby is my first great-grandchild, so I've got a stake in this as well as you and Clint. No one is denying that, Asa. No one's denying that. But for you to come into this house and start trashing Tina like that, when did she become your favorite person? Did I say she was my favorite person? We've never gotten along, and I've never trusted her. But it is possible that in this particular instance, we should give her the benefit of a doubt. When you and Vicky take off your rose-colored glasses and see that gal for what she is, everyone will be better off.
Okay, now, that's enough. Regardless of what anybody thinks of Tina, she has survived a terrible ordeal, and she has brought this family its first great-grandchild. Now, I think that's a time for joy and not recrimination.
Exactly.
Mr. Buchanan, she's right. Is it true? Is Tina still alive?
Yes.
Oh, come on, little fella. You know, open those eyes, take a look at your daddy. Look at this, Tina. Even asleep, he's got this good old grip right there on my thumb.
Well, who knows, maybe when he grows up, he can become a champion rodeo rider.
Yeah, maybe. Well, he's got plenty of time to decide if he wants to do that or not. Oh, boy. Okay. This is really incredible, Tina. It's like a double miracle. You surviving the falls and this little fella making it too. Yeah, he's a little scrapper, isn't he? It's just our miracle baby.
Yeah. That's what I call him. My little miracle.
Man, he's so tiny.
Well, he was born early, but he's going to get real big soon.
How you doing, son? And if your daddy loves you, huh? He does.
You know, he looks just like you.
You think? Yeah, maybe he does, huh? Oh, Tina. I can't believe he's mine. Sure am glad he is, though.
I think every reporter and photographer in this town is out on the terrace firing questions away at your mother. I don't suppose it would do any good to suggest that you sit down, try to relax?
Nope. But I appreciate you coming back here. I really do.
Not at all. How could I refuse my escort when he says he needs my moral support?
Do you mind, Dorian, if I ask you a few questions about Tina?
Not at all. I can't promise, of course, I'll know all the answers.
Well,
But then-
it seems to me excuse me.
Not at all.
What happened? Did you guys get trapped by the reporters?
No, thank goodness. Where are they?
Out on the terrace asking Elizabeth questions.
Oh, I'd like to see them get something out of her.
So would I. I think I'll go check on her.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what you're going through, but I can really empathize with you, and I will help you every way I can. Believe me.
Thanks, Dad.
Right now, I need Mom's help, though. I need some answers to legal questions. I have to find out if I'm married to Cord or if he is still married to Tina.
Do you know, Judith?
No, I have to make some calls.
I have to find out. I have to know where I stand.
Hey, why don't you sit down?
No. I have to figure this out. I have to prepare myself for any possibility.
Don't you want to wait until you've had a chance to talk to Cord?
Cord is at Lancaster with Tina. I don't know when he'll be back, but when I do see him, I want this worked out.
Oh, God, what if he's legally married to Tina?
Just because Tina returned from the dead doesn't mean you and Cord are going to stop loving each other.
Yeah, but what does that mean legally, Dad? Am I going to be left with a meaningless marriage certificate?
Let's not speculate. I'm going to make some calls.
I'm going to come with you, Mom.
No, you just let your mother take care of it. You stay down here with me.
Stay calm and hold on to your hopes.
I am trying.
I'll be down as soon as I find out something.
Mom, wait. I need to talk to you.
Well, Elizabeth seems to be doing marvelously.
Oh, good. Dorian, I've been thinking about this, and the more I do, the more I am convinced the whole thing is a definite, deliberate ploy of Tina's.
I don't think so.
It's too set, it's too calculated, too dramatic.
If it were calculated, why would Tina have waited to show up until after Kate and Cord had said their wedding vows?
I don't know, bad timing, but even if it isn't a ploy, one way or the other, I am not going to allow Tina to ruin my daughter's happiness. Now, you tell me, where is she vulnerable? Can she be bought? Can she be bribed?
Money has always been very important in Tina's life.
Good. Then I will give her a blank check.
But I don't think it's money she's after this time. She wants Cord.
Excuse me, Charles.
Yes.
Elizabeth is holding the reporters at bay, but I think she could use some reinforcements.
Okay, I'll be right there. Would you come out and help me with the reporters?
I'd be happy to.
Fine, come on. I'll be back as soon as I can.
You all right? Cindy, I am not going to give up hope, not like before.
Oh, Kate, you had no choice before. We had to accept the fact that Patrick was dead.
Well, as long as Cord is alive, we are going to be together. I can't lose him, Cindy. I can't.
Well, you can put him in the carrier.
No, I think I'd kind of like to hold him for a little while longer.
Yeah, I know. When he was first born, I just wanted to hold him forever. Cord, I want us to get him baptized real soon, and then I want to enroll him in the best Catholic school there is.
You want to have him baptized and sent to a Catholic school?
Isn't that what you want?
Yeah, it is, Tina. I just never figured you.
I know. I've never been the most religious person on earth. You know, in fact, the only time I ever prayed is when I wanted something really bad. But, I don't know, because of all my experiences in the jungle and everything, I know that God wants me to live. And he wants me to do that so that I can bring you and me and Al together in one happy family.
Yeah, I could see how you might think that, Tina. But it's possible that maybe God has got some other plans for us right now.
Oh, no. No, this is it. No, I know that we are meant to be together.
Look, Tina, a lot of things have changed. I am all prepared to lead a life with Kate right now, and you got to
Look, I know how you feel about Kate, all right? I mean, you must have some feelings for her. You wouldn't be marrying her unless you had some kind of feelings
Yes,
for her.
I do, Tina. And you need to know that.
I do, and she's beautiful. She's bright. You know, I have a lot of respect for her. I do, and I know how much she's helped you through all this. I mean, through your worst moment. You know, when you thought that myself and the baby, that we were dead, well, that's a terrible thing. I mean, just a terrible amount of pain for anybody to go through all alone, and I'm very grateful that you had Kate to help you get through that and to give you strength, but you have to just erase that part of your life right now because I am back.
Even back in Buenos Aires when I ran into you down there, I told you, everything's
I know, but
complicated.
you have to just erase all that from your life, too, because, Cord, your responsibility is with me and the baby.
I have every intention of living up to my responsibility to that little baby. And I know that I can love him with all my heart, and I also know that I can be a good father to him, no matter what.
I also know that you are not going to be sorry about coming back to me, and I promise you, Cord, I promise you But I will do everything I can to bring all that wonderful romance back into our lives that was there before I went to Buenos Aires.
Tina, all the problems we had before, they're not going to change.
I know, but they were all my fault. And that's over with now. Because you and I have a reason to be perfect. For our
Can I see her? Where is she?
Max, I realize you're very happy about this.
Oh, my God. Is something wrong? Is she all right? Is she sick or anything?
No, she's fine considering what she's been through.
Well, how did she survive? How did she get back here? What happened to her?
Why don't you let her tell you all the details, but later. She's with Cord right now.
I'm the one that took her to Argentina. I need to talk to her. I need to tell her how I feel about her, how I love her. Now, Cord can either hang around or leave. I don't care.
Vicky, I think Cord and Tina have had enough time together. Let Max welcome her home. She's going to be thrilled to see you, Max. She's upstairs into the hall.
Wait a minute. No, don't go until Cord comes down. Asa!
What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? You have no right to send him anywhere.
Everyone involved here, I've done you one big favor.
The biggest favor that you can do for everybody is just stay out of this.
Do you realize the value of that cowboy coming here? His button busting to see Tina? He is a solution to our problem. If anybody can get Tina off Cord's back, it is Max Holden. Bless him.
Bless him? The last thing I heard, you thought that Max Holden was a two-bit hustler that was an insult to the state of Texas.
That's true. But I'm man enough to know when I made a mistake. And I made a very big mistake with Max Holden. He's beginning to look like a knight in shining armor to me. Oh, Cord, to drop Kate? Go back to Tina because of the baby?
What she's telling you is that Cord and Tina have to make their own decisions, Pa, without any interference from us.
We have to back up that boy. He needs our protection.
That boy can take care of himself.
Not if that viper sets a trap he can't escape. Okay, Vicky. I know you feel guilty about Tina going to Argentina, but please, don't let her ruin Cord's life.
All right, Asa, that's enough. She's my sister. She's had a rough time. She's not going to ruin Cord's life, and she doesn't need any more complications.
I am trying to make you see the emotional bind she's putting Cord in. She's got him tied up in knots.
Pa, this is an emotional situation for all of us. But Tina and Cord have to decide this themselves. Now, why don't we just calm down and let them settle things themselves?
And let us just pray, please, that everything works itself out. I'm going to leave you all alone now.
Well, you don't have to go, you know.
Yes, I know that, but I promised to meet a friend at the Vernon Inn after the reception. Would you like to come with me, Asa?
No, thank you. I'm going to stay.
Yeah, well, then you behave yourself, okay? And you call me if I can do anything.
Thank you, honey.
Could you move your car, please? It's in my way.
I am dying to know what's going on upstairs.
We're just going to have to wait and see.
I really do wish that Asa had not allowed Max to go charging up there.
Well, honey, whatever they decide, let's not let it spill over into our lives.
Tina, you're not listening to me. Now, you got all these dreams in your head about us being one big happy family all over again.
It's not... Cord. I promise you we will.
You got these plans in your head. You got these dreams about us being a happy family. Tina, you got to know what my feelings are, and I got to be real honest with you. Look. Oh, God, I can't believe it. Tina! Oh, one of the happiest man in the world. I can't believe you're alive. Oh, I couldn't stop thinking about you. I didn't believe that you were gone. I couldn't accept the fact that I'd never see you again. I did everything to try to forget you, but nothing worked. Oh, I never believed in miracles before, but now I do. Welcome back home.
Oh, Max, it's wonderful to be home, and it's wonderful to see you.
I was so sure that Patrick would be the first and only man I'd ever loved. So was I. Do you remember when I met him? Oh, you didn't even know he was my brother. Oh, I didn't care whose brother he was. He stole my heart the first moment I saw him. And that damn project in Africa stole his life. Cindy, Africa was his life. That's what made him feel important. It took me so long to accept the fact that I lost him. And then when I did, I thought I'd never fall in love again.
And when you least expected it, that cord.
Yep. And I couldn't believe how lucky I was. I never thought something so wonderful would happen to me again. I really believe that Cord's love is some kind of miracle.
Listen, I felt the same way. But you do deserve his love, Kate, and he deserves yours.
Cindy, I am so afraid that he's going to disappear from my life the way Patrick did.
I've seen the love in his eyes.